This week on Council Bluffs News, a century in the making. The Council Bluffs Area Chamber of Commerce holds its 100th annual meeting and looks back at the impact it's made on our community. Ag Summit. TS Bank hosts an event that looks at the future of agriculture in southwest Iowa. Should they stay or should they go? The CB City Council is looking at a proposal to get rid of parking meters throughout the city. We get reaction from business owners. And Renee Stroud joins us in our in-studio interview to fill us in on what to look forward to at the Hitchcock Nature Center. That and more, all on this week's Council Bluffs News. Hello and welcome to this week's Council Bluffs News. I'm Zach Harper-Blunt. Since 1916, the Council Bluffs Area Chamber of Commerce has helped boost economic and business growth in our community. This past week, the organization holds its yearly meeting with a special celebration for the organization's long history. It's an annual meeting.
Thank you all for your attendance today.
However, this one is a century in the making.
The Chamber had its 100th annual meeting today. A lot of our companies were here to help us celebrate that, and we just wanted to celebrate the successes of the Chamber.
It takes place at the Mid-America Center on Wednesday, January 27th. Approximately 425 members of the Chamber are in attendance for the memorable luncheon.
Well, we had a lot of awards that were presented. We gave a lot of recognition to people who have served the Chamber throughout this last year and over the past several years.
On top of that, recognition of board members and recent accomplishments in Council Bluffs.
There's a lot of people that do a lot of things for this town that don't get recognition, so I think it was just a great thing for the Chamber to do.
The event also presents a platform to announce the new chair for the Executive Board for 2016. Mitch Strike, the Council Bluffs store director for Hy-Vee Food Stores, is named to the role, taking over for Barry Cleveland of the Silverstone Group.
It is 1 year that you serve as the chair for the Executive Committee and the Board. You're involved in other things that help the Chamber move forward.
Established in 1916, the Chamber of Commerce, which focuses on economic and business growth, has helped turn Council Bluffs into the vibrant community it is today.
We help businesses succeed. We help them to grow, create jobs, create tax base. We help them with their business, basically making it more successful. So because of that, we have a successful business community. We have a successful community overall.
And because of that help, over 700 different businesses will help make up the Chamber while attracting new ones to Council Bluffs.
There's a lot of initiatives that the Chamber spearheads with, or they're involved in partnerships. They work in ways between all the committees they have, the members they have, to expedite growth in our community. I think it's an important part of keeping the town vibrant.
It's been a century of making an impact for the Council Bluffs Area Chamber and a celebration of not just the past, but the excitement that might lie ahead.
Well, I think as we, again, continue to see the needs of the business community, to see what it is that the community needs, we'll continue to address and make programs that address those. So I think we'll see a lot of change in the next 10 to 15 years, and certainly in the next 100 years.
The Blink Community Wi-Fi project won the Chamber Champion Award, and CBTV is a proud media partner for this project. If you'd like to learn more about what the Chamber offers, and if you'd like to become a member of the Chamber, you can visit their website at councilbluffsiowa.com. The Council Bluffs Police Department recently announced that they'll be hosting its Citizen Police Academy starting on March 3rd. The 12-week program will give participants the opportunity to learn what it's like to be a cop on a daily basis, see canine demonstrations, and taser videos. Participants must be at least 18 years old to register, and more details are available online at councilbluffs-ia.gov. And what's become a tradition for well over a decade, TS Bank hosts its annual Ag Summit at the Mid-America Center January 28th, serving as a platform to inform attendees on changes occurring in the agricultural industry. The event offers a chance to gather information and network with others. IWTV student Daniel Rambo has more.
It's an investment on soil, crops, and livestock.
We know that the ag industry is really in a volatile climate right now,
Which means people throughout the trade are looking for answers.
My company manages farms. We're just kind of here to learn more about what's going on.
TS Bank steps in to help by hosting the 15th Annual Ag Summit, January 28th.
We just want to arm them with information that they're able to take back to their business and for their families.
The Mid-America Center serves as the backdrop as TS Bank offers a steak dinner and a lineup of presentations with a wide range of topics.
And just kind of a way to give back to the community and especially our ag producers.
And in Southwest Iowa, there's no shortage of interested parties.
Well, tonight we had 240 guests attending, and we would love to see that grow.
In the midst of an economic uncertainty, producers are faced with the issue of farming in the future while maintaining values of the past. After hearing testimonies, including predictions on climate and pricing of materials, attendees are doing their best to plan for the future.
We are here just primarily learning about trends in agriculture, Trainer State Bank and how they're growing, how they're helping area farmers and investors.
TS Bank goes through with these events to strengthen relationships with informed clients and create new ones as well.
You know, we're more than a community bank, we're a community prosperity engine, and we know that our ag industry is as well. It's, you know, they're feeding the world.
Previous events like this have proven valuable for the ag industry, helping prepare against immense changes. Attendees of the 2016 summit hope they're now equipped for what lies ahead. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Danielle Rambo.
Thanks, Danielle. TS Bank plans to continue spreading awareness on the ag industry and provide inside details on the best path for investors. For general information, check out tsbank.com. In news around the Bluffs, a chamber program kicks off 2016. Impact CB holds its membership drive on Thursday, January 28th at Thunder Bowl. The chamber program that focuses on young professionals puts on the event to collect membership fees, bring in new members, and have some fun. Once people sign in, they enjoy a night of bowling and greet newcomers.
Well, we actually had a pretty impressive sign-up of new members, and we also are aware of several other members who just couldn't make tonight work, you know, due to other work or, you know, family commitments. So we're really excited to expand our membership and have a greater impact in our community.
Impact CB was formed in 2006 by the Chamber of Commerce and gives members ranging from 21 to 45 years of age a chance to be involved in the community. The group hosts numerous events throughout the year. A summer pastime meets cold, snowy grounds. The 17th annual Winterfest softball tournament takes place on Saturday, January 30th at Boston Park. The event put on by the Council Bluffs Park and Rec Department gives some a chance to enjoy a game normally played during the warm winter months. Teams compete on the snow-covered field for softball supremacy and prizes.
I think the entire day went well. The umpire was not good, but sometimes you just have to take the good with the bad, you know. But yeah, overall the day went well.
Teams competed in 2 divisions, with prizes being awarded to first and second place teams. The softball tournament wraps up Winterfest events. And wrapping up news around the Bluffs, the return of a donation drive is announced. The Potawatomi County Community Foundation recently announced the return of Potawatomi Gives for May 25th. The event is an online fundraiser for local charities. In 2015, the drive brought in roughly $500,000 for approximately 63 organizations. The fundraiser looks to continue that success.
Iowa has always been well known as one of the top volunteer states in the entire country. Also, the grassroots donations that come from people has always been one of the top things that's happened in our state, and I think that continuing that effort through Potawatomi Gives can really help grow our charitable organizations.
The deadline for nonprofit organizations to register to benefit from the fundraiser is February 27th. OmahaGives24.org and click on 2015 participant. Coming up on Council Bluffs News, should they stay or should they go? With CB City Council members debating on whether or not to take out parking meters, we get feedback from businesses that would be impacted by the decision. And Renee Stroud from the Hitchcock Nature Center joins us in studio to talk about a pair of upcoming events. We'll be right back.
In that negative temperature, in those negative temperatures, and they still had a blast.
The Mid-America Center is the Heartland's premier entertainment and convention center. December 17th through the 19th, local teams go head-to-head on the hardwood at the Mac Shootout. Then see America's favorite traveling train show at the Train Expo January 2nd and 3rd. And the action doesn't get any bigger than Monster Jam January 9th and 10th. Over at the Convention Center January 10th, there's endless inspiration at the Wedding Essentials Bridal University. Remember, the MAC offers free parking for all events. Tickets, information, and more at midamericacenter.com.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all living united to ensure the academic success of millions of kids in our communities all the way to graduation day. But that won't happen without you. So take the pledge at unitedway.org. Make a difference in the life of a child. Suit up like your favorite NFL players and become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor with United Way.
What do you think it would be like to teach? Chances are, you have no idea. Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places, and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable. That's what it's like to teach.
Hello and welcome back to Council Bluffs News. I'm Zach Harper-Blunt, joined in studio by Renee Stroud, the environmental educator at the Hitchcock Nature Center. Renee, thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you so much for having us out here, Zach. We appreciate your time.
Oh, no problem. And coming up, you have a pair of hikes back-to-back. Can you talk about a little bit what they are?
You bet. On February 5th, we have the Owl Prowl, which is going to be at 7 o'clock p.m. And we're going to meet up at the lodge. We're going to talk a little bit about owls and then go out in the pursuit of the hoot. So that program does cost $4 when you come up to the lodge.
And then next night, you also have another one that's coming up as well, too, right?
Yes. And then so Saturday, the very next day, on February 6th, we're going to have, did I say that right? February 6th, we're going to have the snowshoe hike. So February 5th is the Owl Prowl. February 6th is the snowshoe hike. And that one is at 1 o'clock p.m. and at 10 o'clock a.m. But however, we did have to ask people to pre-register for that one and due to a number of snowshoes, and that one did fill. It just filled yesterday. But people can come to the lodge anytime the lodge is open, which is Friday through Saturday, 9 to 5, and Sunday, 1 to 5. And they can rent snowshoes there anytime. They're about $6 a pair per person.
It sounds like the snowshoe one is pretty popular with it already filling up.
Yes, it has been very popular. Even we had it last month as well, in January, and that one did fill as well. But we did have that polar vortex, so a few people did not show, but we still had quite a few people coming out in that negative temperature, in those negative temperatures, and they still had a blast and wanted to keep going.
And with these hikes that come up, what's some of the things that, ideas you come up with to put on these night hikes?
Oh, sure. So the first one, the night hike, is the Owl Prowl. So that one, right now, the owls are starting to establish territories, and they're going to start calling. So this is the time when you want to start owl calling, because you're going to get a better response. And then the snowshoe hikes we do twice during the winters, and that's just to give people skills to go out on their own and make their own snowshoe adventures. Snowshoeing is great because you pick it up really fast and super easy, and it's a great cardio workout.
Both of these events sound pretty fun, and where are somewhere they can go to get more details about this, and also some of the other things, because I know the Hitchcock Nature Center has a lot of events that go on.
They can go to www.pottcoconservation.com.
All right, Renee, thank you for joining us in studio here today.
Thank you so much for your time.
Stay tuned, more Council Bluffs news coming up right after the break.
Create new opportunities and expand your knowledge with Iowa Western's continuing and career education.
It was really intimidating to go back to school, but Iowa Western made me really feel like I could do it.
Our goal is to help students achieve success from education to employment.
Learn more, including information on extra benefits for Iowa residents at iwcc.edu/continuing_education.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you still get personalized customer service.
We have identity safe checking with LifeLock, identity theft protection.
You get personal mortgage lending to fit your needs now and in the future.
You get business banking with the latest technology because saving you time saves you money.
At Council of Savings Bank, you get people who answer when you call and local employees who are actively involved in our community. Council Bluffs Savings Bank, hometown banking the way it used to be.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry. I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
When you're in the downtown or 100-block area of Council Bluffs, you notice those little gray things lined up along the streets called parking meters. At recent city council meetings, the council has been in discussion on whether or not to remove them. We visit with a couple business owners to ask them about the potential impact and should they stay or should they go? Lately in Council Bluffs, there's been a question being asked. That question? Should the parking meter stay or go?
Should I stay or should I go?
Council member Melissa Head and Council member Al Ringenberg jointly drafted an ordinance that would pertain to businesses in a C4 zoning district, allow businesses that have on-street parking or parking lots owned by the city to appeal to the council to have those meters either removed or replaced.
Gone permanently.
I'll be here till the end of time.
The 100 block is one of the key areas being looked at for the proposal. Barley's owner Matt Johnson tells us that a group of people have been tossing around the idea with the hope of helping fill in vacant businesses.
There's a number of downtowns around that have taken out their parking meters, and from what I hear from them, it's been very successful for food businesses. You know, we've still got 4 or 5 empty storefronts on this side of the block. And I tend to wonder if parking is an issue.
While Johnson is in favor of the removal of meters, he admits there's much to consider.
I think we should look at it. I don't necessarily think we should start pulling out meters all over the town, but they've been around for 50 or 60 years. I think there's probably some more efficient ways we can handle parking downtown.
Because a lot of meter parking in the city is shared by nearby residents and businesses, there is reason for pause.
If you remove the parking meters, that then allows anyone to park there. The employees of the business, the employees of the neighboring business, the residents living above the business would take up all the parking. The businesses wouldn't have anywhere for their customers to park.
Some business owners like Diane Bauer, owner of Main Street Cafe, share Mayor Walsh's sentiment.
You're going to have people parking there all day long, and where are the customers supposed to park? You got to have turnover. That's what helps your business.
Bauer says the meters help store owners get their customers in and out of their business in a timely manner.
You should be able to get in here and have your dinner and so forth in a allotted amount of time and back out of here for a turnover for another. It's the wrong thing to do to take them meters out.
After hearing input on the issue at a city council meeting January 26th, city council members are continuing to gather information before making a final decision.
There are 3 required readings. We had the second one last Monday. And they extended that because Melissa Head was out of town due to the weather. We wanted to give her an opportunity to represent herself, and so we agreed to continue the second reading until February 8th. In theory, would have 2 more readings unless it gets voted down at the next meeting.
So until at least the next council meeting on February 8th, the question remains.
So you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go?
With the winter weather that's scheduled to hit the area on February 2nd, the Council Bluffs Recycling Center announces that waste and recycling collection will not take place on that day. Services are scheduled to resume on Wednesday, February 3rd. Pickup will be 1 day behind through Saturday. The CB Recycling Center would also like to remind people to keep a clear area around your containers and to not place them on top of snowdrifts. Still to come on Council Bluffs News, IWTV student Austin LeGrand gives us an idea on what's been going on around Iowa Western in this week's Reaver Beat. We'll also take a trip to the Midlands Humane Society to meet some animals that love to go home with you in our Pets of the Week. And of course, we'll wrap things up with a look at our events calendar.
At the Council Bluffs Recycling Center, we're proud of the effort our community makes to help keep Council Bluffs beautiful by participating in our curbside recycling program. Here are some tips to make sure your recyclables are accepted. If you're confused about plastics, we can help. Numbers 1 through 5 plastic food and beverage containers are acceptable. Usually the recycling triangle and the number inside are located on the bottom of containers. Items we don't take include numbers 6 and 7 plastics, styrofoam, or bags of any sort, although we encourage recycling plastic bags inside local grocery stores. Please be sure to check the calendar in our annual mailer or on our website to find out what items will be picked up each week. Blue Week items for your curbside bin include paper, cardboard, and glass containers. Green Week items for your curbside bin include plastic food and beverage containers, tin and aluminum containers, and tin foil. Thank you for helping us keep Council Bluffs beautiful.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
Hello and welcome to the Reaver Beat. I'm Austin LeGrand. When it comes to politics, college students usually aren't the first group to come to mind, but this election cycle, colleges have been the backdrop for many candidates. As election season heats up, so too does the discussion of presidential candidates on the campus of Iowa Western.
Hello, my name is Sue Derby, and I'm caucusing for Dr. William Parson.
Tuesday, January 26, a mock caucus at the Student Center helps prepare students for the real thing set to take place on February 1st.
I think it's important for students to understand what are their opportunities as students and how loud their voices can really be.
The Potawatomi County GOP and Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders lend a hand in sorting out the process and offer a little persuasion.
They're both helping us explain to our students what caucuses are and what are the differences between the Republican and Democratic caucus.
Similar to what will take place on February 1st, attendees are split into two groups, hearing testimonies from representatives of many campaigns eager to get the word out about why they think their candidate should be president. After hearing from all sides, students participate in a straw poll. The event on campus is part of a recent push to get students more involved and educated in politics.
Voter registration we're going to be doing throughout the entire year. It's a really big campaign for student government. We'll probably have laptops all over campus with people helping students register online.
You can stay up to date with Iowa Western student life on Twitter at IWCC_activities and on Facebook, Iowa Western Student Activities. Just a reminder, kids 12 and under are invited to be a part of Reaver Rascals. The cost just $10 for free admission to Reaver Athletic home games, a free bag of popcorn, and a birthday card from Rocky Reaver. Contact Jake Ryan at jryan@iwcc.edu to be a part of the fun. The next chance to catch some Reaver fever is Wednesday, February 3rd, as the men's basketball team takes on Northeast Community College. Tip-off, 7 p.m. at Canesville Arena. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, with your Reaver Beat, I'm Austin LeGrand.
Hello, I'm Terry Mills, and welcome into Pets of the Week. I'd like to introduce you to Jiminy Cricket. His file number is 18672, and he's a 5-year-old German Shepherd mix. He's a sweet, kind, gentle soul, and he's looking for a great home with a fenced yard. He does not like stairs, but he does love cats and other dogs. Again, Jiminy Cricket's file number is 18672. This next girl is a hound mix. She's between 1 and 2 years old, and her name is Isadora. Her file number is 18787, and she's a sweet dog with a lot of energy, and she loves to go on walks. She loves other dogs, but not good with cats. Again, her file number is 18787. This is Clancy. His file number is 18372. He's a 3-year-old male. He's a gorgeous cat. He's wonderful with children. He was actually at the Council Bluffs Boys and Girls Club earlier this week and did wonderful. He's good with other cats and dogs. Again, his file number is 18372, Clancy. This little fluff ball is named Evergreen. She was found in an evergreen tree last week as a stray, brought in. She's got a long coat, which is absolutely beautiful and so soft and fluffy. And Evergreen's file number is 18745. 18745. If you're interested in any of the pets that you've seen today on Pets of the Week, please come down to Midlands Humane Society, located at 1020 Railroad Avenue in Council Bluffs. And I'd also like to remind you that we do have our Wagagram promotion going on right now, where you can have a Valentine delivered by a canine. Please go to our website at midlandshumanesociety.org for more information.
Time now for our weekly events calendar. The Arts Center hosts Rock Legends with Billy McGeegan on Sunday, February 14th. The show begins at 7:30, and attendees will get the opportunity to vote on what songs from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s they like to hear. Tickets begin at $29, and more details are available at artcenter.iwcc.edu. The NJCAA Wrestling National Championships come to the Mid-America Center on February 26th and 27th, featuring the top JUCO colleges in the nation. Sessions start at 8 a.m. on the 26th and 9 a.m. on the 27th. Tickets and more info is available at njcaalwrestlingcb.com. And Heartland Family Services is offering a healthy money class at the Council Bluffs Library in Meeting Room D on the 4th Wednesday of every month, with the next one taking place on February 24th. The class will offer tips for success, education, and danger zones. The class is free, and you can get more details by calling 712-325-5629. Thanks for watching this week's Council Bluffs News. CBTV is always looking for your feedback. You can send questions or comments to cbtv@iwcc.edu. Call 712-325-3312. Or you can find us on social media. We're on Facebook and Twitter. Just search CBTV17. Remember to keep it here for the latest scores and updates for local sports in your community by tuning in to the Bluff Sports Zone with JJ Davis. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Zach Harper-Blunt.